Welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to see about the process and documents required for the UK visitor visa, or otherwise called as UK tourist visa. Quick disclaimer before going to the video, I'm not an immigration lawyer or an immigration advisor. This video is just a quick guide for you guys to bring up the speed before applying for the UK tourist visa. Please check the Home Office website before making an application. So UK visitor visa is otherwise called as tourist visa. So you can come here to the UK for leisure or holiday, to see the UK's beauty, or to visit your friends and family, or you might even come here to do some business or attend your conferences, or can even take part in any sports happening in the UK, or any special events here. Some people also come here to the UK to have a special treatment. So you can also apply for a visitor visa in order to do this. What are the eligibility requirements for getting a UK tourist visa? So the Home Office always wants to see that you leave the country before the visa expires. They want to make sure that you come to the UK, do whatever you need to do, and then leave the country before the visa expires. They basically don't want you to stay here for a long time after the visa expires. So they are very strict on doing this. You will be providing a list of documents which I'll be explaining in the video later. And then the other thing they want to see is the financial support, where you can support yourself and then the dependents traveling with you. They want to make sure that you have enough money in your account to take care of your food and accommodation and travel. So if you're coming to the UK to do some business, they want to see a clear proof of what you're going to do here. Or if you're coming here to do some sports activities, they want to see the invitation letter. If you're coming to a treatment, they want to see the doctor appointment you have with the NHS, the conversation you had with the hospital. So they want to see a clear proof where they're satisfied before giving you the visa. So if you're applying for a long-term visa, there are three categories. The standard UK visa is 6 months, and then the long-term visa is 2 years and 5 years and 10 years. They want to see a clear proof. What's the reason of you applying for the long-term visa rather than the standard visa? So what's the process of applying a UK visitor visa? So if you're staying outside UK, you can do an online application, and then you have to book an appointment with the visa application center, mostly VFS in many of the countries. You need to book an appointment for the biometric information, and also to submit your documents. You need to attend the appointment 15 minutes before the appointment time, just to clear the security process, and then show your appointment confirmation letter before providing the biometrics. Once you pay the fees, you'll be getting an appointment confirmation letter, and then the fees confirmation, where you'll be paying for the visa, and the application pack, which consists of an application form and all the other things, plus the supporting documents, which we are going to see in detail in this video. What are the documents required to get a successful UK visitor visa? So you need a valid ID. It can be any government ID, like your passport, or driving license. So your country might have a different valid ID where you can provide the Home Office. So you need to provide your passport, UK standard photo, bank statements for the last 6 months. If you are working in any company, you need to provide an employer letter saying that you are working in that company from X date to Y date, and then the employment letter needs to have your role, your salary, how long you've been working there, and then it also needs to say that they want you as an employee in the near future, so that the Home Office is satisfied thinking that you'll go back to your home country after coming to the UK. If you're doing your own business, you need to provide your business registration. Many people might have savings policy where they have a good amount of savings. You can also provide that as your financial statement to the Home Office. You need to provide the invitation letter if you're attending a conference here, or if you're attending any other sports events, or if you're coming here for the medical treatment. The UK Home Office will need an invitation letter stating that you're coming here for the specific reason. And if you are running your own business, you need to provide your last 3 years of your tax returns. You also need to provide your covering letter, which has the date of travel. So if you're traveling for 2 weeks, you need to make sure that you have the exact date of travel. You need to also mention the food and accommodations, who's going to take care of the food and accommodation. If you're sponsoring yourself, you need to tell that you're the own sponsor, or if there's any sponsor in the UK, like your family members in the UK, yeah, you can clearly mention that in the covering letter. Basically, the Home Office wants to see that you have strong ties to your country, meaning that they don't want anyone to stay in the UK for more than 6 months. They basically don't want anyone to settle in the UK. You can prove that by different things. Might have family members in your home country which they are dependent on. You can tell that. You can obviously have to show the relationship and necessary documents. You might have dependents like your kids or your brother. A dependent might be considered as a strong ties to your home country. You might run your own business or you have a job which you can provide a letter saying that you need to take care of your own business, or if you're working in a company, they can obviously say that you're a valid employee of the company and then they need you in the near future. It's very important to show the financial background. If you have any properties, you might need to show your property documents, and this is very important that you need to make sure that the documents are in English. If not, it needs to be translated by a qualified translator and needs to be signed by a solicitor as well. If you're living in a rented property, you need to make sure that you provide a tenancy agreement to the Home Office. Any kind of financial statement which proves that you have a strong financial connection with the home country will be very useful to have a successful application. Here are the sponsorship documents you need to provide to the Home Office for a successful application. If you are sponsoring yourself, or there might be a sponsor in the UK, it can be your son-in-law, or it can be a son or daughter. They need to provide this list of documents mentioned here in this video. So you need an invitation letter from your sponsor. If they are sponsoring you, they need to provide their passport and their BRP card, their salary slips for the last 3 months, employment letter from their employer saying that they are working in the company with a role, salary, and then how many years they've been working there. Bank statement of the sponsor for the last 3 months reflecting their salary. They also need to provide a covering letter matching with your covering letter, the date of travel, and also they need to mention that the food and accommodation has been sponsored by them. I can show you a covering letter where it's useful for you guys when you make an application. Here is the invitation letter where the sponsor needs to provide the applicant. It basically, they have to write the Home Office with the below passport number of the applicants coming to the UK. With the travel dates, and also they have to clearly mention that they are sponsoring the applicants for food and accommodation, and if they're staying in their home, they have to provide their land registry detail if it's a own property, or they have to provide a tenancy agreement if it's a rented property. Basically, the covering letter of the applicant and the invitation letter has to match as of who is sponsoring. And also this is very important, as one of my friends father application got rejected just because the invitation letter and the covering letter didn't match. Applicant have to clearly mention in the invitation letter that they're going to accommodate in their house, and then they have to provide their phone number and email address in case Home Office wants to contact them. Here are the list of documents where is dotted down in the invitation letter for the Home Office to see whether they have the enough money to accommodate the applicants. If it's a family member, then it's better to provide a marriage certificate or a passport to prove the relationship of the applicant. If it's your dad or if it's your mom, it's better to provide the passport where they have your mom and dad names in the passport. Here is the fee section of the UK visitor visa. A standard visitor visa costs £95. They usually give a 6 months visa for everyone who applies for a standard visitor visa, where you can come and stay in the UK for a maximum of 6 months. You can also apply for the long-term visas of 2 years, 5 years and 10 years. Fees for 2 years is £361 and for 5 years is £655. For a 10-year visa it's £822. So if you need to visit the UK regularly on long-term visa, you can apply either one of these visas for a 5 years or 10 years, showing the Home Office that you have your family or if you have a necessity to come to the UK in order for the Home Office to provide you the necessary visa. But the maximum time you can stay in the UK is 6 months. So if you're having a 5 years visa, you can come here and stay here for 6 months. Again, you have to go back to your home country and then come back again. So each and every visit is only a maximum of 6 months you can stay, even though if you have a long-term visa. So many people have questions like when they have to apply in order to get a UK visitor visa. So you can apply 3 months in advance before your travel date, so that you have ample time to get the decision made by the Home Office. But the decision time is usually 15 working days from the day you have given the biometrics appointment in the visa appointment center. It's very good that the UK Home Office doesn't force you to book the flight tickets before the visa is approved. So I would obviously wait until the visa is approved and then book the flight tickets. I hope you like this video. I wish you all the best and good luck with your application. I've also made another video where I'm explaining the full application form, which will be very useful for you when making an application. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and then share this video with your friends. Thank you very much.